the second half of the season record predictions. And I won't go to what we predicted in the preseason.
That's for the best.
You want to do this again?
Yeah, but we've learned what this team will give you. We've learned it. We know what this team is, what it is. But some things have changed. We're now in full youth movement. Did you think that we'd be saying that going into
I wouldn't say we're at full. We're not at full youth movement yet.
Like half
we're getting there. It does need to be.
Well, if it wasn't a hard-headed head coach, it wouldn't have taken this long. But I guess we're still at a half youth movement, gentlemen. But here are the last couple of games for Florida State for the end off the 2024 fun season. At Duke, of course, this Friday night. Then you go to Miami, which is currently undefeated and ranked number 6 in the country. Then you face North Carolina at home. Then you go to Notre Dame. Dustin, real quick, do you still want to go to South Bend for that game in the freezing cold?
I thought we canceled that after the Ireland game.
I canceled mine, so you don't have to worry about it.
So won't be there for that, but they're currently ranked 12th in the country. And then you have Charleston Southern at home, and then you finish off the regular season and likely the entire season against Florida.
You can just say season. Napier. They're not making a bowl game.
All right, to end off the season then. So 6 more games. 6 more games. What's that record looking like, gentlemen? What's that looking like? I've got actually – this is going to be crazy. This is going to be crazy, but I've currently got, my gut's telling me 3-3. I'm saying 3-3, but it's going to be 2-4. Gut's saying 3-3, but it's going to be 2-4.
I was leaning 3-3 as well. Because if we're just saying they're losing to Notre Dame. Notre Dame's playing much better football than they were in the first few weeks of the season. They're playing really well right now. Miami, yes, it's a rivalry game, and they're not as good as their undefeated record says, but Florida State's not beating Miami, given what we've seen so far. So those 2 are losses. And then if you just say Florida State's for sure beating Charleston Southern, if they don't win that game, everybody needs to go. From the athletic director down to the janitors, everybody needs to go if they lose that game. So then it leaves you 3 games where you're like, You just say, win 2, lose 1. That's fine with me. Against Florida, Carolina, and Duke. I could see it happening because I don't think Carolina's that good. Florida, no. Napier might be gone by then, but DJ Lagway has played pretty well for a true freshman, and Graham Mertz is out for the season, so it's going to be the Lagway showdown there. I think 3-3 is about as best case scenario as it would get.
Absolutely. I agree on that.
Yeah, I've got 2-4.
Okay.
I could see 3-3, but 2-4 with what we've seen so far just kind of makes the most sense. Hopefully, this youth movement kind of continues and some of those guys start to provide a little bit of a spark like we saw against Clemson, and that blossoms into a win or 2 wins. But, it's just kind of hard to foresee with the type of football that Florida State has played so far.
I agree. We'll see. I don't know. I'm mixed, but I'm gonna stick with 3-3 for right now and just see where it goes. But Florida still fights in games, man. That they'll play, and Lagway, he concerns me more than Mertz does, and that's where some of these little small like earlier in the season we were thinking, all right, Florida's at the same level of FSU. To me, it's not the case. FSU's a worse team. So, but like I said, it's bye week. Who knows what we could be predicting for this Duke game at the end of the show? Could things turn around with the youth movement and Brock Glenn there at quarterback? Who knows?